Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I thought I would show off my Micro Galaxy section. Originally I was going to set them all out to look nice, but then there's so many it took forever. So let me just move the dog's fat arse out of the way, excuse me. And yeah, we're just going to have a look at them. I've kind of sorted them out mostly into just, separatists and, well, prequel, original, sequel. Sequel, as with everything, is basically non-existent, but I thought we'd have a quick look. Get a little scan through. So first off, we've got this one. So, Micro Galaxy in the UK is not easy to get a hold of. A lot of the stuff does not turn up anywhere. It's mostly imported. So a lot of this stuff has cost me a fair bit more than it should do, but that's life. But yeah, so we got this. It's weird because I'm working at a different angle, so it's kind of confusing to look at. But yeah. Ooh. Like this one. Always liked the design of this ship. Thought it looked very nice. Just whilst I'm clearing up, I thought I'd do it. Oh, this guy. Who doesn't love this? Look at it. Oof. So nice. Such a nice piece. Love all the different bits it does as well, so. Nice piece. Got all the opening compartments. Love it. Back section all comes off. Let me just take that off camera for a sec. I've put a ATRT because I ended up getting a million of those freaking things, so he's in there too. But yeah, such a nice piece, and this bit here is all rubbery, which I love. So it's got a good bit of articulation to it, which is really nice. Things are falling everywhere. Next up is a couple of my favourite ships from the prequel era. The Republic gunship. Woof! Look at it. God damn. This is the one that was seen in the animated Clone Wars, I believe. With the little troopers in there. I think I've got a captain. Yeah, I've got a Captain Rex is just casually chilling in there. But yeah. Nice. Took the top off this one to give it a bit of variation to the other one. Got the opening back door section Madoogly. Very nice. Love a Republic gunship. I'm going to move this box closer to me. Yeah, Republic gunships are one of my favourites. Love them. This is another one. I won't spend too long on this one, but it's the classic. Nice. I think he's got a, again, because I've got so many ATRTs, I got a lot of clone troopers, so I now have a lot of clone troopers. Which is good, because it managed to fill all these out. Pretty much both of them are now completely filled out, which is nice. What should we look at next? Let's look at my other favourite prequel trilogy designs. The N1 Starfighter. Look at it! If you could, if it was actually in focus. There we go. Sorry, my lefts and rights are really doing my tits in. Yeah, so I do need to sort out the astromech on this, the R2, because he's facing sideways. And I want to cut off his head and glue it because I've got so many of these now that I should be able to just do that. So, but yes, oof. Another thing that didn't come to the UK, so I had to buy imported. Oh, so annoying. Next one up is apparently empty. Oh, they're all rattling around in there. We've got the Slave One. Love the Slave One in this design. Nice. Look at that. It lands, it takes off. Rattling around in here, I assume, is Django and Boba. Ow, I just cut my nails, so I can't open anything. Yeah, there they are. Hello! Just chilling. Yes, so we'll revisit this shortly. Up next, we've got the Sith Infiltrator, I think it's called. This one is, this one was actually made available in the UK, so that was nice of them to actually give us something. Available in Argos and Amazon. I think you can now get it cheap on Amazon if you still want it. Very nice piece this. Really like this. I like the fact the little door opens up at the back. And the little, look at the little drawbridge. What's that doing there? Yeah, nice piece. Really like this one. Oh, closed the doors the wrong way. There we go. Open up the top. There's Darth Maul. I think his cloak's in there too. Yeah, it's just rattling around. Kind of looks like a Polly Pocket set at this point. Next up, I'll do another big one. Wah! We've got, is it the Havoc Marauder? Is that what they call it? The Bad Batch's ship. It's got figures all hidden around in this one everywhere. The only problem with this one is because of the way it's made, like when you open this, you can't really, like if you wanted to store them in here, oh god. I don't know why I'm trying to take doors off, I've got no freaking nails. There we go. Yeah, because there's not that much space in there, you can only fit Echo in there, but it has got rotating chairs. But again, you can't really use them because you can't put the actual side panel back on. So, and then you got this bit. Ooh, very nice. Moving on. Next up is a more recent purchase. It's the 2 zoomed in special, the V19. Managed to find this on eBay for a fairly reasonable price. I mean, it's still more than I want to pay, but again, most of this stuff is not available in the UK, so yeah, a nice piece. Simple, effective. The next up's a 3-pack, so I'm just going to quickly rattle through it. We've got the Pod Racers with their tiny, tiny pilots. Such nice detail on these. And they're ball jointed in like various spots too, which is really nice. There's that one. I'd say this one's my favourite out of the set. Again with the little tiny pilot. But yeah, really like this one. Although it is suffering from a bit of droopyism in more than one spot, so probably need some glue or something to sort that out, but not the worst problem to have. The final one from that set was Sebulba's Pod Racer. I did have the first release of this, which again I got imported, but I sold that one on because this one is far superior in paint and everything. Look at it! Very nice. Whilst we're on Pod Racers, I still had... Where is he? Oh yeah, still had one, the other one from that set. Obviously Anakin's. With the tiny, tiny pilot again. The only thing I do wish about this, like, I love the fact these all open, that's great, and I love the fact they're locked in place. I would have loved if they just put some tiny hinges right there, so you could open those bits. That would have been really good, but hey ho, it is what it is. I'll pick up on these because these were on sale at Forbidden Planet for £5 each, and they're just the art. So yeah, I got 3 of these. You can never have too many. I don't know why I showed you all 3 individually. Like, it could have just been me making out like I had 3, but there you go. Love a good art, especially with all the Republic stuff. Bo-Katan's ship. I think they're releasing a new version with better paint scheme on it now. But I love this one just because of how much it's articulated, but it is very small. But still, nice. And obviously when it lands, it looks like that, which I think looks pretty neat. I think Bo-Katan is in there. I think I accidentally snapped her jetpack off because I thought it was removable. Well, I think I've glued it. Hey, look at me go! I'm so genius. Next up we have the V-Wing. With a little astromech in it that's removable. I like that. The Hasbro version way back when was not removable. So I'm pleased that that is now a feature. Don't like messing around with the wings on this one too much. It feels very flimsy. Don't know, it's a cool mechanism, but just feels like it's going to snap off any moment. This one, I felt like got a bit shunned, to be fair. And it's actually a really nice piece. Asajj Ventress's sailor thing, Majugli. I can't remember the name, but it's yeah, it's really nice. Once it unfolds out, I really like it. Really nice. And came with a random Asajj with lightsabers ignited. So, oh, she fell out. Okay, well, she's dead now. Yeah, she came with... Very strange. Because they hadn't done any prior to that, so it was a bit like, okay, sure. And because most of the other guys don't really fit in their ships with lightsabers, they haven't done many since. Next up, we got some Vulture droids, which I've put in 2 different configurations. Yes, again, there's another one of these out at the moment, the Armada version, which I believe, if you're in the UK, is sold in Forbidden Planet at the moment. But yeah, so really like these. I like the fact that you get a different set of legs, or different bits. But yeah, General Grievous's Starfighter. This one, I got it, and I opened it up and I took the leg and it snapped off. So thankfully I managed to get a replacement on this chase, because it didn't seem like it was that rare of a chase. But yeah, a so-so ship. There's not really anything to talk about it. The guns lift up, the landing gear comes out, and that's really about it. Nothing too exciting. I'll probably just tilt you down for these ones. I think that'll be a bit easier. Yeah, so we've got Anakin's, Plo Koon. No, wait, that's Say Tins. No, Say Tin. Yeah, that's right. Ahsoka's and Obi-Wan's. This was part of a 2-pack, so I'll let this one fly. But I don't like the fact that he didn't come with his hyperspace ring. I know he probably didn't get seen with one, but I just feel like they were stinging us a bit because they gave us these for the same price as this. So, yeah, nice. I love the first ship design. I especially like them when they've got these attachments. Really like those. I'm a big fan of Say Tins just because of his colour scheme and the fact he comes with that green astromech. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Up next we have the, I would say, the version 2 of the Jedi Starfighter. So we've got Ahsoka's again, Obi-Wan's, Anakin's, and Yoda's. Look at little Yoda's one. I like this when it unfolds. It actually looks quite nice. It's not my favourite ship design. But, I've seen worse. It's just not right up there in my list. I do think that these other ones are far superior looking. This one holds a special place in my heart because this is one of the first ships that I got from episode 3 when the film came out. I remember seeing it in the Argos catalogue, and it had those included stickers and everything, and oh man. Yeah, so yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Moving on. Just covering a few of the little ones because they're all kind of in bags and that. Got AT-RT and Clone Trooper. Got Captain Rex Phase 2. We've got Darth Maul and his speeder bike. You do get another one of these if you buy the Sith Infiltrator. Can I get further in? Yeah, okay. And then we've got Anakin and the kind of Clone Wars style Stap. And we've got, this is one of my favourites, just the normal battle droid and the Stap. I love a good Stap. Stap! We've got Echo. I think this is Echo. Echo and an AT-RT, that one. I think I've mixed up with something else, but it's fine, doesn't matter. And then we've got General Grievous and his wheel bike. Couldn't find this one because it was a chase, so I did have to buy it individually online. Okie dokie, we'll just pick as we see. So we've got this one, the Snowspeeder. Found this in Morrison's of all places. Very exciting to find it. I love the fact as you tilt it, the little plastic thing moves, and it opens up this little bit here. We got the Inquisitor's ship. Not a bad ship. I feel like it could have been a little bit bigger. But, I like the fact that it's got the opening drawbridge there and space in the back, so yeah, nicely designed. There's a lot of detail on this. We'll go for this one. Got Cassian Andor's U-Wing with obviously Cassian and K2 in there. K2. I'm so glad I've got him as a minifigure. I think I've shown this off in a different video, so if you want to see inside there, then go see whatever the video that was. Absolutely love the wingspan on these things. Look at it. I have to go further back. Oh, the U-Wing design is easily one of my kind of original trilogy designs that I love the most. So nice. Just whilst we're on that, we've got the other one that turned up in the movie. Very nice blues on this. Really like the colours on this. Next up, we've got, technically this is Book of Boba Fett, but I'm counting it as kind of both. So it's the Boba Fett Slave 1, sorry, Fire Spray, whatever it's called this week. You can see them both in there. Yay! Yay! Where is she? Where's Fennec Shand? Where have you done with her? Oh, there she is. She's just in the darkness. There she is! Fennec Shand! Very nice. Again, we've already covered one of those, so I will not go over that for too long. Next one is going to be a tricky one to try and show off because of the wingspan. It's the this one, Imperial Shuttle Medugally. I love the absolutely love this one. Not one of my favourite designs, but I love the wings. Need to do one with a Krennic ship. Imagine the size of that. Oof. But yeah, this is the one that's got Emperor Palpatine in it, but no actual pilots at the front, so he's just freeballing it. Got the first one to start my addiction, the X-Wing Red 5. Very nice. This is really taking a while. I thought this would be quicker than this. Let's speed it up a bit, people. We've got a couple of Y-Wings. They came with the Ghost. So, I like this one because it's got the little silver astromech. Ooh, fancy. But yeah, those. Wait, are these? This is the Phantom, right? The Phantom 1. I did not like focusing on that. I love this one because of the opening wings. Love it. Love the design of that ship. Looks so nice. Very good, very good. We've got the B-Wing here. Again, another ship that I just freaking love. It's a bit bent because of the way it's been sat in the box, but oof, just another one I had to import, but no regrets on this one. Freaking love this one. So nice. Yeah, good. The A-Wing, a bit cheeky. They've sold this as original, but it's clearly the design of the sequels. So, thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. They haven't got such sharp angles in the original. It was more bubbly. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. But yeah. This one can go for a pretty penny or nothing at all. Depends on the day it's on eBay. So, the TIE Bomber. I absolutely love. I mean, it's so pointless, but... Ow, my fingernails! Or lack thereof. I love all the bombs in there. Bombs! Yeah. So I think I've got 2 pilots in here as well. Yeah. Hello! Yeah, nice. One of the original ones again is it upside down? Yep, there we go. TIE Fighter. Can't go wrong with a good old TIE Fighter. Very nice. Then we've got the destroyed TIE Fighter, which I think is upside down again. So yeah, it's got bits missing off it on one side, all been shot up, broken, damaged, etc. Very nice. Troop Transporter. I think they are in there. I think they're just... Oh god, I don't know why I keep doing this when I've got no fucking nails. I think they are in there. Oh, they came out the door. So one's got a gun, one hasn't. So a bit of variation there. Man, this was some of the earlier days. Look at the lack of paint on that bad boy. But that's because it wasn't about the minifigures, it was about the vehicles. They do seem to spend a lot of time on the minifigures now, but I'm just saying. Another one from the original wave, Darth Vader's TIE Interceptor, with its randomly opening back section so he could put his shopping in. And then the TIE Interceptor. Fairly hard to come by on single card, but I think if you're in the UK on Amazon, they do it with the Millennium Falcon, and you get 2 of these. So that's exciting. I'm just going to put this one down on the floor because it's too big. The Walker. Again, with the kind of rubbery bit, which I absolutely love. Yeah, this is a nice piece. Look at the fact that even the feet are filled out. Like, ugh. So nice. And you can clip bits on it, so it looks like Luke's climbing up it, which is nice. Obviously, Millennium Falcon. You gotta have a Millennium Falcon, haven't you? I don't know who's actually in it at the moment. I keep swapping it around. Oh, okay. So at the moment it's Chewie and Han. I put some blue tack in there because it wouldn't stay shut. And I think in the back is Luke with his lightsaber. Oh yeah, there you go. So Luke with his lightsaber and Obi-Wan and Leia. All just chilling out in there. Fairly easy to get hold of, this one. In the UK anyway, not sure about anywhere else. Up next we've got this behemoth, the biggest one of all. The Ghost, or Phantom. I always forget which way around it is, but this one. At the moment I've got it with an extended bit, because I was attaching a Y-wing to it. And I've got the new Phantom, or Ghost. Yeah, and I think they're all up at the front at the moment. Oh yeah, there they all are. Look at that. Very nice. Really like this one. One of the expensive ones, but it did actually come to the UK, so I'm not mad. Down here we've got ATST. Nice. We've got one of the little scout patrollers. Oh, well, it was a Leia with speeder bike, but she's fallen off. Here she comes to save the day. Ta-da, it's Leia. Cool. That's enough of that. We've got another biker scout. A speeder bike. I love these ones. I'm so glad I managed to get a couple. Got the Ewok, this little glider. Bless him. Too tiny. And then we've got the escape pod. Yeah, the escape pod, and inside should be R2 and C-3PO. There they are. Very nice. Told you I had plenty of those R2s. Final section is the kind of sequel, Mandalorian, etc. So we've got Moff Gideon's TIE Fighter. Nice. Like that. Not sure how long those hinges are going to last, but make do. We've got the Razor Crest. Again, one of the first ones. Very nice. We've got one of these, I can't remember what this was called, it was like a Bandits ATST? Oh no, it's from Mandalorian anyway, but yeah, nice. We've got the TIE Whisper. Just got this the other day, again, this was imported. I thought it was his previous TIE from The Last Jedi, but whoops, imported the wrong one. These things happen. The Resistance, no. Is it? Yeah, it is the Resistance, isn't it? Yeah, the Resistance A-Wing. We've got Poe Dameron's first X-Wing. With BB-8 included. Then we've got his Episode 9 X-Wing. Still need to find some TIE Fighters, but I'm waiting to find them at a decent price for the sequel trilogy, because they are not cheap, and I'm not willing to pay for something that's just basically a slight retool of the original. And then we've got this one, the Mandalorian's Naboo Starfighter. I'm so glad they brought a Starfighter and one Starfighter back into the series. I was so happy. Oh my gosh, look at it. So nice, very nice. A couple of bits left. That's just landing gear. We've got the Mandalorian with Grogu. I painted his face, so he's actually got a visor. Yay! We've got a Stormtrooper, first order Stormtrooper on his little treadmill bike thing. And then, oh bloody hell, I forgot his name. It is Man who wears Boba Fett's outfit. Man. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But yeah, so. Oh. Okay, we've done that. And then finally there's a big old bag of bits with more ATRTs and various other bits that are duplicates. So, yeah. I'm sorry that took so long, guys. I thought that was going to be fairly quick, but I was wrong. That's going to take me some editing. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you all later.